Alright, the Switch 2 has been out for a week, and oh boy, have I been playing it. So, from my last video, if you remember, I got the Mario Kart bundle, and I got Rune Factory, and I also decided to pick up Cyberpunk. But I'm not going to be talking about Cyberpunk because I haven't had a chance to play it yet. So there's a lot of things I do want to say in this video, but I will try to keep it all pretty condensed and summarized for the most part. So the first thing I just want to talk about is the mouse mode. So I tried mouse mode out with Fortnite, and I didn't like it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been playing Fortnite on my PC for a while, and I've just had the opportunity to use the keyboard and the mouse. I just haven't really enjoyed playing Fortnite with a mouse on Switch 2. It feels weird. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be like using a mouse whenever you're playing Fortnite on PC. Whenever you have the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con facing down to use as a mouse, it kind of just like elevates your hand a lot more than you would have it like whenever you're using a mouse. And I don't know, it just didn't really feel that comfortable to me. I don't know, maybe playing other games with mouse mode would be a lot better, but I just didn't really enjoy this that much. I'm not someone who plays Fortnite with a controller. I mainly do mouse and keyboard. So I had to learn some of the buttons for the controller part of Fortnite or whatever, and basically whenever you're using mouse mode, they kind of just like split that controller in half, so you'll have some buttons on the Joy-Con that you're not using for mouse mode, and then the other buttons will be on the one that you are using for mouse mode. So it's hard to kind of click those buttons whenever you're using it for mouse mode too. It just wasn't that comfortable for me. I do think it's fun that you can use the mouse mode on the home screen and stuff, and I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot more games that will make more use for it later on, but for right now, I just didn't really enjoy it that much. And speaking of, I guess I can just talk about the Joy-Cons and the Pro Controller right now. I will say I do like the matte finish on the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. They feel a lot better in my hands compared to the Switch 1 Joy-Cons. They just feel a lot more premium. The system as a whole feels a lot more premium, to be honest. And the premiumness even extends over to the Pro Controller. I had two Pro Controllers for my Switch 1, and after a while they kind of just like burnt out and died, probably because I used them too much. But putting this Pro Controller in my hands, it just feels a lot more nicer. It also has that matte finish that the Joy-Cons have. I like the clickiness of the buttons. Everything just feels really good. And I'm really hoping that none of the sticks start to drift. I do like the screen of the console as well. I like that it's a lot bigger than the regular Switch. It's definitely a lot bigger than the OLED Switch. That's another thing. I was expecting this Switch to feel like the OLED Switch, but it just feels a lot more nicer than the OLED Switch. It feels like a more premium OLED Switch, which I really do enjoy. And also, before I forget, game chat's a thing. I used it like once or twice. It's a cool feature to have. I probably won't really use it that much. It's basically just Discord built into the console, and I usually just play my Switch at my desk while I already have Discord open, so I don't really think I'm gonna get much use of that. But it's really cool to have for people who like don't use Discord that much, so it's pretty cool. It's also fun to just like randomly add someone into a game chat and disrupt their gaming session. That's also fun to do. And now I want to talk about just Switch 1 games on the console as a whole. There's a lot of games that ended up having like day one Switch 2 updates, like Scarlet and Violet, which that was the one I did play specifically, and that game runs so much better now. There's still a lot of problems with the game as a whole, and I don't really think it's a positive step in the right direction for the Pokemon series, but it does feel a lot more smoother to play now. It doesn't make me motion sick when I play. As far as I can tell, they did fix a lot of the glitches and problems that I had with the game to begin with, but the stuff like the graphics still don't look the best. I mean, there's a lot of areas where it looks really choppy in, but I do think it's funny that a lot of people are opening this game for the first time on Switch 2 and they're finding shinies right off the bat. I actually did find a shiny as soon as I opened the game. I found shiny Chikorita, which is pretty cool. I found a shiny Totodile like a few months ago, so I'm just missing shiny Tepig for the whole ZA starter trio, so that's pretty cool, I guess. I will say there's a lot of places the game runs so much better now than it did before. One of the most like common things that I had like a problem with was the raids. God, the raids ran awful on Switch 1. It was so bad. But I did play like a few raids on Switch 2, and oh my god, it's so much better. Thank God that they fixed that. But yeah, I don't really have anything negative to say about Scarlet and Violet now, so I guess they just did a good job patching that up. Now, I did play Switch 1 games that didn't have any update. Most notably, I played Brilliant Diamond. I don't know why I keep opening this game, but I really wanted Shiny Giratina, and I was like, well, if the game runs a little bit better and loads faster, doing those soft resets on Switch 2 might be a lot easier to do them now than it was on the Switch 1. So I booted it up, and yeah, the soft resets are a lot faster. So it's good. I mean, I'm saving time doing that. But also the game just runs like choppier now. It's weird. I guess it runs better on Switch 1. I don't know. It's noticeable to me that it runs choppily, and I don't know if that's just me playing it on Switch 2, but I don't remember it running this bad before. But the soft resets are faster, so I guess it's a trade-off I'm willing to do. I don't know, that's just something interesting I thought of. So I've been playing a lot of the new Mario Kart, and that game is so good. I don't really have a lot to say about the Grand Prix. It's basically just the same thing as it been in the other games. The open world mode's pretty fun. It reminds me of American Truck Simulator, or any kind of like truck simulator games. You're just driving around the open world, just like discovering things. There's the P-switch missions, which are pretty cool. You have like the question mark blocks that whenever you like run them over, you get like a new sticker, which basically is just like the kind of sponsor that shows up next to your name. The main thing that I really do love about this game is Knockout Tour. I'm pretty sure you've heard about this already. Everyone's been talking about it. It's like the standout mode from this game. So Knockout Tour is really fun. I really just like having that like adrenaline pumping through my veins whenever I'm driving. Whenever you get to like a certain like finish line throughout the course, which since there's like 5 different sections of like each Knockout Tour race, there's 5 different like finish lines. Every time you go past one of the finish lines, you have to be at a certain like placement, otherwise you'll get knocked out and you'll just have to start over, or you'll just watch the rest of the race. It's really fun, and I've been playing it a lot with like my friends. It's so much fun. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's just like, it feels like there's actual stakes whenever you're racing, and I feel like that's something that Mario Kart needed. It really just adds like a breath of fresh air, which is kind of crazy because I thought that like the open world mode would have been the standout mode of this game, but it's Knockout Tour for sure. Knockout Tour is just really, really fun. And I do like the costumes that each character has. They're really cute. And the additional characters like Cataquack, Peepa, they're really cool too. I do like that they added them. I know some people are upset that they got rid of like Funky Kong, Diddy Kong, Dry Bowser. They'll probably be in the game at some point, but these like extra characters, they're just so stupid and funny. Some of the other games I've been playing, I've just been playing a lot of Rune Factory recently. I'm still pretty early into that game. I haven't really done a lot, but it does feel different than a lot of farm simulators that I have played before. I like the combat. I like this, like the characters and everything. The story's been pretty good. It's definitely a fun game that I do need to play more of. So far, my favorite thing in that game has just been like going out into like the world and just like battling all the monsters and stuff. I've been liking that a lot more than doing the farming in that game. Also, the mascot character Woolby in that game reminds me a lot of Morgana from Persona 5, and whenever I was playing and I started thinking that, I can't separate them now, even though there's a lot of differences between them. I just saw like one similarity and now I'm like, yeah, they're the same character. It's a really fun game though, and I would recommend it to anyone who's like on the fence about playing that game. If you haven't played a Rune Factory game before, I haven't either, and I've thought it's been pretty fun, so I would definitely like try it out if you get the chance to. It's a pretty expensive game though, so I would try to get it on sale, and it's on more consoles other than Switch 2. It's also on Steam, so you could probably just play it on Steam Deck or something like that, but it's a really fun game. Another game that I've been playing a lot recently is Tetris 99, which is kind of funny because that's been out on the original Switch since forever, and I've heard so many people talk about it, and I just never played it until now. I'm not really someone who plays Tetris at all. I really do like Tetris Effect. That game's pretty cool. I haven't played it though. I was watching my friend Alexa play it. But Tetris 99 is just fun. I don't know, it's just a fun spin on Tetris. If you're interested in that and haven't played it before, I would give it a try. I don't really feel like I should explain it though, because I know everyone's probably played it and I'm the only person who hasn't played it. So yeah, I did play some Clubhouse games again. There's nothing really to say about that game other than it's fun. It's just Clubhouse games yet again. There's nothing new about it. They added a Switch 2 Day 1 update, and that's just for game share, so there's nothing new about it. It has no new content. It's just the same thing again. I've just been playing it again because I'm addicted to that game. But yeah, overall, these are just like my impressions of the Switch 2 right now. It's been a little over a week, so I'm pretty sure my opinions will change later down the line. So I might make like a follow-up video to this video in like, who knows, maybe a few months or so, to see if like my impressions change, to see if my console maybe has like some problem or whatever. Maybe the sticks start drifting. But so far, everything's just been pretty good. It's just a upgraded Switch. It's nothing special really. It's just a better Switch, which if you want like an upgrade to your Switch 1, I would definitely consider picking it up if you can find it. But yeah, I'm hoping that sometime in the future I can do a stream. I know I did say last video I wanted to do a stream. I haven't done it yet. I've just been so busy with school and I've just been so addicted to just playing this game that I kind of just like forget about streaming whenever I'm playing it. I don't know. I really would like to stream Mario Kart World, or maybe next month I could do some Donkey Kong on stream. That would be fun. I did already buy that game, so I'm just waiting for it to get here when it comes out. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about the Switch 2. It's just the Switch 1 again. There's nothing much to really add to it. But yeah, I do like making these videos. I'm really hoping that I can start making a lot more videos for just like gaming content in general. I do want to make some art videos, so stay tuned for that if I get around to it. I've been doing a lot of work in my sketchbook and I would love to just video me drawing in my sketchbook. I think that'd be fun. But yeah, that's all for this video, so I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye bye!